Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rafida Salsabila from 31.4a.07. Today I want to writing exercise to advance listening. So let's check it out. When Mom had left the room, Jack asked Buddy if you would like some.
Jake asked Birdie if he would like some banana.
Buddy said yes, please.
Yes, please.
And Jacob picked 2 slices out of this yellow bit and let him take it with
Out of his yogurt and let him take it with his
big from his fingers.
Jake ate a few spoonfuls.
Take a few spoonfuls of yogurts and talk about that. That
beak from his fingers. Jake ate a few spoonfuls of yogurt and thought about all that
Buddy had told.
Eventually
he asked how come you so old?
How come you're so old? When you've lived as long as I have, you asked. How come you're so old?
When you live the lowest I have, you get old Saturday.
As long as I have you, get old, said Birdie. But I don't feel old. I feel just like I did when I was a young fledgling.
Sorry,
back in...
this I don't tidak tahu cara tulisnya gimana karena cepetan. Oke, kita lanjut lagi.
King out. But I don't feel old. I feel just like I did when I was a young fledgling.
When was that? Was Jack back in the time of the king?
Asked Jake. Oh, back in the
I have a French said the crowd a little. Right.
Crow. You've heard of him, right?
Was he the one that had loads of wives? Now Alfred was the one in the
No, Alfred was the one who...
cakes. Oh yes.
Oh, yes, I know.
I know. He has a bit of history.
Kings. That's right. I'm glad they still teach a bit of history.
Please. Yeah. Please. Uh-oh. I'm so sorry. Wait. 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 I need you. Yes. Please. Bring in the Marces.
Was he the one that had lots of wives? No, Alfred was the one who burned the cakes. Oh, yes, I know. He... Right. I'm glad they still teach a bit of history. I helped Alfred when he dropped his ring in the marshes. I found it, gave it back to... That's right.
I repeat.
I'm glad they still teach a bit of history. I helped Alfred when he dropped his ring...
I found you gave it back him. And then
Gave it back to him. And as a reward, he told his magician
don't
to
know
make
this.
me live forever.
sorry. Next. Did you do that for birds? You know, but no other beings like humans.
I helped Alfred when he dropped his ring in the marshes. I
I
found
repeat
it,
again.
gave it back to him, and as a reward, he told his magician to... He could do that for birds, you know, but not for other beings like humans.
That's really good.
Ooh.
Really cool. Sorry. Really cool. Then,
Said Jake.
sorry, the train. Jake rode from here in Hampton Court Palace.
I've had lots of fun. I knew lots of kings, including Henry VIII, who was the one with the wives. He often stayed down the road from here. Did his wives live there?
Did his wife to add two?
Two? Some of them still...
Some of them still
Hey, the house you live in...
haunted. Haunted by the White House. Your life in is very old.
It's very old.
Beach house room to the gatekeeper.
They used to belong to the palace, and your garden wall was the boundary. This house belonged to the gatekeeper.
What was he like? Jack said the crowd with the shaking his head at me.
Asked Jake. Oh, I didn't care much for him, said the crow with a shake of his head. What?
I am lucky. Exact opposite is True.
Lucky. When the exact opposite is true. What happened to the arrow?
What happened to the arrow? The outfits magician put on Matthias.
Well, it bounced off me and got all bent because of the spell that Alfred's magician put on me. It used up one of my lives.
One of my livestock. Which was a PC and get people running off to
And the gatekeeper went running off to the palace.
the palace, saying that I should take it over across body. Next.
Taken over a crow's body.
What did I say? Sorry. They told you no good emperor. Don't you know that's one of the
Don't you know that's one of the
King Claus.
They said.
King Claus. I sent his
Oh, Warren, same as the... Taken over a crow's body. What did they say? Off good and proper. Don't you know that's one of the king's crows?
Protected by the deer in the park.
He's protected by royal warrant, same as the deer in the park. He's cool to be a king's crow. He's protected by royal warrant, same as the deer in the park.
Is that so? That's why you call to be a king's crow. Sorry,
So,
here,
that's
right.
really cool to be a king's.
so young. So young. Sorry. So young. And then, do you learn something that you can tell you that I will say Jack.
Well, see, now you've learned something that you can tell your dad. I will.
Nice. Wait.
Way cool to be a king's crow, said Jake. Well, see, now you've learned something that you can tell your... I will,
Sorry.
said Jake. And that evening, Jake did tell his dad what he had... That's way cool to be a king's crow, said Jake. Well, see, now you've learned something that you can tell your... Will, said Jake. And that evening...
Nice. I repeat again.
Said Jake. Well, see, now you've learned something that you can tell your dad. I will. And that evening...
Nice evening. Jack did tell his dad what he had heard when Dad asked where he had
Did tell his dad what he had heard.
learned about the history of the house. Explain it about the ancient
House. Jake explained.
crowd and how we had really
Did it all. History of the house. Jake explained about the ancient crow and how he had...
is over. Said
said Dad.
Talking crow.
Walking crow.
Hang. Hang. Then you be life. You be life. Me a little disappointed. Disappointed.
Don't you believe me? Asked Jake, a little disappointed.
You said that you would imagine something like that with you.
Said Dad. You wouldn't imagine something like that, would you? I might, said Jake.
I might such thing, but I don't. He told truth. The crow can talk.
Crow can talk.
What's his name? Of stars.
Asked Dad. Birdie, I think, said Jake. What's his name? Asked Dad. Birdie.
Birdie. Holy. Think so. Drink or add this that's
said Jake. Or at least that's what Mum called him. I think. But I didn't. It's all true. Crow can talk. What's his name? Asked Dad. Bird.
less mom. Less. That's what mom called.
Said Jake. Or at least that's what Mum called him. I think she knows him.
I repeat again.
What's his name? Asked Dad. Birdie,
Him.
Or at least that's what Mum called him.
I repeat
What's
again.
his name? Asked Dad. Birdie, I think, said Jake. Called him. I think she knows him. What's his name? Asked Dad. Birdie, I think, said Jake. Or Tim, I think she knows. But I didn't. It's all. Asked Dad. Birdie, I think, said Jake.
I think she know him.
Dad's
Stop. Sorry, this is rain.
Birdie, I think, said Jake. Or at least that's what Mum called him. I think she knows him.
Stop. Scratch. His calm. His chin. Sorry, his chin.
Chin. Hey, Miranda.
Hey Miranda, you said you have oh my god, haven't told me about the talking crow.
The talking crow? The talking what? Said Mum. Hey, Miranda, he said. You haven't told me about the talking crow. The talking... The...
What's talking crow?
At least that's what Mum called him. I think she knows him. Dad scratched his chin. He said, You haven't told me about the talking crow. The talking what?
What's Mom said?
The talking crow. Oh, yes.
The talking crow. Talking crow. Oh yes.
Miranda, he said, You haven't told me about the talking crow. The talking what?
Talking what? Sorry, this talking what? Is false and is true is what said Mom?
Oh, yes. He said,
Repeat
You
again.
haven't told me about the talking crow. The talking what? Talking crow. Oh, yes, Jake's little girl. Told me about the talking crow. The talking what? Said Mum. The talking... Oh, yes, Jake's little girl.
Repeat again.
He said, You haven't told me about the talking crow. The talking what? The talking crow. Oh,
Jack's little camp. I was going to tell you, but I have got oh, I'm so sorry. This is iklan. Sorry, I'm so sorry. This iklan. So I X. Haven't growl around to it.
but
He
he seems to have
seems
made friends with a.
oh my astagfirullah. So sorry, so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Seems so we
Talking what?
Listen.
Said Mum. The talking crow. Oh, yes, Jake's little. Haven't got round to it. He seems to have made friends.
to have met friends with a bird from the garden.
Garden.
How sweet said. How sweet said.
And Jake was not.
And Jack was not quite sure it done believe him or not about you about body.
Sure, if
Sorry. This iklan again. Sorry. Saya tunggu sebentar. Kita tunggu. Kita langsung exit. Yes. Body.
being able to.
Being able to talk and that's was Buddy's his story. To it on you series. Oh, in on series.
And that was Birdie's history.
About study. About study. It was written for Storynory.com by Bertie.
It was written for Storynory.com by Bertie and read by me, Richard Scott.
Okay, this finish my exercise. Maaf banget untuk ketidaknyamanannya. Saya minta maaf sebesar-besarnya. Saya minta maaf sebesar-besarnya, sedalam-dalamnya. Mohon maaf jika ada yang salah, mohon dimaafkan. Itu saja dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.